Hey guys, welcome back. So I'll be making a few videos today. This video we're going to be making our tribal inspired memory wire bead bracelet. Alright guys, stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm back. So this one is actually pretty easy, pretty simple to make. So you're going to need your memory wire. I'm actually going to cut this. We're going to, if you want your memory wire bracelet to be this long, you can, but we're going to adjust it. And we have some seed beads here. And then this is our bag beads. So I left it in the bag. I'm doing a lot of videos today, so I ran out of my little container. So if you don't mind, I'm going to leave it right here in this bag. Okay, so we got that. And you're also going to need these rounded, these loop pliers. I think that's what they're called. Okay. And I'm going to just use some regular pliers because I use these at the end to manipulate the wire that's sticking out. Just to make sure the sharp end doesn't cut into the skin. So I use that to kind of manipulate it to tuck that little sharp edge inside. Okay. And then you're gonna need some, so they do make memory wire cutters. I don't have any, but you can also use regular wire cutters. Just make sure if you're gonna use your wire cutters to cut memory wire. So I have two of these. And this one I just put, like, you can write on it or label it so you know which one that you use for your memory wire. Because over time you'll dull it out, and then these won't, you have a hard time cutting your other items. Okay. So, which this one is getting a little dull, so you'll see me possibly try to struggle with it. All right, so for this project, so I want to find my end, and I usually cut to match up this end here, and I have two rings in the middle, or two spirals in the middle. So I go 1, 2, and then on this third one I'm going to cut, and I'm going to match it up with this outside. I'm going to match it up with this one, so I'm going to cut about right here, right here. And when the beads are on, it's not going to match up exactly, which I do like the kind of staggered effect. But when I cut it, I just cut it even. Okay. So we got our two rings in the middle. There we go. All right. Put a little muscle into it. Let's set that over to the side. Now we have this. And then we're going to take our loop. I think these are called loop pliers. Don't quote me on it. And they look like this. Kind of circular. So on the very tip, we're just going to round it. You don't want to leave the blunt ends. There. And you just want to round it off and make a loop. See that? You can kind of tuck it in a little bit more. And just kind of straighten it out. Now some people put like a little dangle or something there. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave it like this. And that should hold it in place for now, and then towards the end I'll tuck it in more if I need to. Okay, so this one is actually pretty easy of my design. I don't have a pattern that I need to plan out. I'm just trying to straighten it out. Okay, it's all tangled. Yeah, so I don't have a particular pattern for this one, but what I do is I'm gonna put 3 seed beads on first. So I just got some seed beads that kind of match the color scheme that's going on with these beads here. Because some of these beads have a wide circumference here, excuse me, I don't want it to slip off. See, it'll come straight off. So I'm gonna start with 3 seed beads. You can do, you know, however many you want. I'm just gonna do 3, start and finish, just to make it uniformed. That. Cut off for 3. And I normally don't push it all the way through. I just kind of just slide the beads on, and then I'll push it as I go. Okay, so after I get my first set of 3 seed beads on there, I just randomly pick up a bead here, and then I alternate between this tribal collection bead, just pick up one, then my 1 seed bead, and I just keep doing that until the end. And then again at the end we're going to put the 3 seed beads. Okay, and I'm trying to find one with a smaller hole because I don't want the larger beads to cover the seed beads as well. So start off with something like this. Okay, so we're almost done. Just pushing the beads down. We got so far. It's coming out pretty good. All right, so we're getting close to the end. So you want to make sure you have enough space to do your ending loop. So let's see. And then remember, we're going to put our 3 seed beads at the end. So let's see, that's going to give us enough space with that bead. So 1, 2, 3. Just cutting it kind of close. Okay, this should work. I just have to hold it in place so it doesn't fall. So that should work. And this end actually feels good. I don't feel the sharp edge, but I'll still make sure it's fine. So I'm just going to round this side. So at the very tip, hold on to it. As you can see, the memory wire isn't really sticking out that much. You want to make it so it's not sticking out on the other side, just enough. You want to make sure that tip is really curled in. That. Oops. I'm just trying to get the tip, and I'm straightening this part back out so the beads can go down. So there's our tip. So I kind of want this loop a little bit more flush. So that's where at the end, after you have your loop, you can kind of just manipulate your loops with your pliers to get it to kind of sitting where you want it to be. I'm just going to pull this, make that tight, and then pull it up. And then you can also twist it inward so it doesn't scratch on your clothes or anything. It just keeps slipping. That's why you hear that noise. It's just slipping, that's all. There. Loop on that end. And the beads are not going anywhere. So as you can see, when I did that, this bead got stuck on this loop. So that means I need to push this loop a little bit more in so it doesn't do that. And I'll just use my pliers and squeeze it in. And guys, I'm not always perfect on these. I kind of been teaching myself as I go. So, but that goes to show everybody's not perfect. There you go. So now that's in place, and now the beads are not going to fall down. Slide this. I'm going to fix this loop. See, that one's a little wide. That's where I started. So I got that loop, see I got that loop more in, and I push the beads down. So these are not going anywhere. That's that. That's it, guys. Put it on. Okay, see you next time. Bye.